have a few notes because I feel as if we are in a season right now where God is like, I need my people to move, run, do, launch, create. I heard the Lord say that in this season it's you versus you, and asking to have people ask, like, how bad do you want it? I know on my channel there's a lot of people who have ministries, businesses. God told you to write a book, and so God has called you to do these things. But it's like in this season, it's up to us. Like, it's up to us to run with it. It's up to us to do what God has told us to do. It's up to us to grow the ministry, advance the kingdom. Like, I hope you guys, like, I don't know if anybody else can feel it, but this is the season that we're in right now. And so I'm coming today with a video, how to achieve any goal you put your mind to. Like, this is the step-by-step guide that I didn't realize that I do it, but you guys saw me do a 21-day water fast. And a lot of people may ask, like, how do you stay motivated? How do you stay committed? You know, people have seen me grow my ministry, journey to the kingdom, the business, you know, all of these things. Right now, let me show you how to achieve any goal. It is 11 o'clock. You guys, I have Katniss on my thing. Anyway, I have Katniss, ignore that. But it's 11 o'clock right now. And in that, this is a prime example of what that means when we talk about how to achieve any goal you put your mind to. Now, I could very much be in the bed right now, sleep. I could very much be in the bed right now taking a nap and saying, you know what, I really don't feel like doing this. But here I am making this YouTube video at 11 p.m. because I have a goal, I have a dream. And I know that if I don't work on this, who will? If God has given me a vision, he told me that I would do XYZ, you will do XYZ. You have everything that you need. If you don't do it, if you don't do the work, if you don't grind it out, if you don't put in the work, we can't expect for God to place his hand on it and bless it if we are not doing what needs to be done. And when I say that, obedience equals success in the kingdom. When you are obedient and you do the things that God has called you to do, that's what leads to success. And God wants to see that you are working and doing. So if you are expecting something, you're waiting to see something shift and change in your life, my advice is to take this video, write it down, get your piece of paper, get your notebook, get your pen, because this is it right here. And if you listen to this and you implement it and you start to just run with this, listen to me, you are going to see your life change. One thing that the Lord began to tell me is that I heard him say, your life can change in a year. Like, you can completely change the trajectory of your life. Everything in your life could change in a year. Think about it. If you started to step into the things that God called you to do, start to do the things that he's leading you to do, that you feel led to do, your life could be, you could be in a completely different situation. You could move if you want to move. You could get the new car, get the new house. Your business can grow financially in a completely different place. Like, I pray you guys are understanding what I'm saying, because I just can feel what the Lord wants for us right now, and it's on you. Well, let me look straight in the camera on this and say, it's on you. You are holding yourself back. I'm going to give you guys the action plan, what God has given me. This is, if you implement this, I promise you, you will see your life change. You will see that you begin to achieve your goals. You will see everything begin to shift in your life. Number one is you need to write down. You need to think about, what do you want? What is it that you want? What do you want to see change in your life? What do you want to see shift in your life? What do you want? Do you want to increase your finances? Do you want to spend more time at home? Do you want to spend more time with your children? Do you want to grow your business? Do you want to grow your social media presence? So what do you want? What is it that you want? What is it that God spoke to you? What did he show you? What did he say to you? You have to get clear on what do you want, because a lot of people don't even know what they want. They know they want to change their life. They know that you may not like where you are right now, but if you could think about your dream life, your dream day, like, what do you want? So number one is figuring out, what do you want? Number two is to write down the goal. You have to write it down. The Bible tells us, Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision. I have a video here on my channel about writing the vision. The Bible tells us, write the vision, make it plain so that you can run with it. And if you're not writing down the vision, if you're not writing down your goals, if you're not writing down the dreams, how are you going to act on it? How are you going to run with it? How are you going to visually see it? And this is why it's so important for you to write down those visions. If God begins to speak to you, tell you about a ministry, tell you about a business, tell you about writing a book and things like this, you want to make sure you write it down, because then you can go back and refer to it. You can look it up later. You can remind yourself, hold on, this is a dream and I did hear this. So number 2 is that you want to write it down. If this is helping you, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I know there's going to be a lot more videos like this when it comes to faith, food, fitness, and freedom. But here it's going to be faith and freedom, these videos. And when you think about freedom, this is what's going to lead you to having freedom in life. Let's say you have a job that you hate, but God gives you an idea for a business, and you actually follow these steps to write down what it is that you want. I want to leave my job. Let's use an example of that. What do you want? I want to start a business. I want to have a thriving, successful business. So that's what you want. Write down your goal. What is the goal? I want to be able to leave my job so that I can be 100% focused on my business. So you're writing down the goal. The goal is to leave your job so that you can work from home, spend more time with your family, spend more time with your kids, and focus on the business that God gave you. Number 3 is to set a deadline. You want to make sure you set a deadline, because if not, there is no goal. If you're just going and running, imagine if you never set a deadline. You never said that by this date, by this time, I'm going to achieve this goal. So let's say for me with my 10K year, when it comes to 10K on all across the board, then I'm going to say by the end of the year, by December 31st, 10K across the board on all my platforms. So I know that everything that I'm doing, I'm working towards achieving that goal by that deadline. So you want to make sure you set a deadline. Without a deadline, it's just everything is up in the air. You have no motivation to keep pushing, to keep going, to keep trying when you don't feel like it. Again, for me, it's 11 o'clock at night, and here I am making this video because I know what I want. Number 1. Number 2, I know what my goal is. And if my goal is 10K on all platforms, and that means if I'm not putting content out, if you're not putting content out, how are you going to grow a platform? How are you going to grow whatever it is that you're building with God? So, perfect example of why you want to set a deadline. So, number 3 is setting a deadline. And thinking about setting deadlines, you may have a big project, but you may need to have like smaller deadlines within that. So, I have deadlines of I need to post this by this date, or I need to launch this by this date. We're going to do a vision board party, because I know the Lord said he's repositioning his people for greatness, which means you may have had a vision board that you did before, but God may be shifting and changing things right now in the new year. So we're going to be doing a vision board party. So I know I may have a sub deadline, like by this date, you need to have a vision board party. Little things like that. So you want to make sure that you may have a main goal, but there may be smaller deadlines as you start to work on that goal within. So that's number 3. And also, if you don't achieve it by that deadline, then change the deadline. So be okay with changing the deadline. You don't want to keep changing it. You want to stick to a deadline, and you want to push yourself to get it done. So that's number 3, is to set a deadline. Number 4 is to make a list of everything you will have to do to achieve your goal. And this part is so important. You want to look at the little things. Like for me, if my goal is to be 10K across every single platform, then that means that I need to be able to manage those platforms. I need to be putting content out consistently. I can't just go and I'm consistent for 2 weeks and then I just stop. For me, list of everything I would need to do to achieve the goal. So I need to figure out a system, a plan, a strategy on how to consistently put content out. I need to figure out what kind of content works. Look to see what works, what doesn't work, move things around, change it. Like, there's a lot of things, but you want to make sure you list out everything that you have to do to achieve your goal. Again, this is writing these things out, and this is number 4. But what is it that you have to achieve your goal? Like, I'm just giving the example of me with like 10K across all platforms. I know I need to show up, which is why I'm recording this right now, because I need a video to be out weekly. At minimum, I need 1 video per week here on YouTube. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm not working towards my goal. There is nothing that's pushing me closer to achieving that goal. If I have a goal of having 10,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year, but I'm not creating content and I'm not publishing videos, then there's nothing moving the needle forward. And whatever your goal is, think about it. Think about it that way, where you're just like, if your goal is whatever it is, every day you wake up, you want to say, am I doing something that's pushing me closer to achieving this goal? But every single day I tell myself, am I doing something that's going to push me closer to my goal? I don't care if it's one thing. And number 5, and the last one for this, and I pray this is like motivating you guys to want to do it, because I just know the season that we are in right now, it's going to be mind-blowing for the people who are getting the work done, who are moving, who are going. And for those of you who, you know, God has told you to do something, you know he's called you to ministry, to business, to whatever it is. I have a membership program, and in our membership program we are doing a 30-day content challenge where the ladies are pushing themselves to post more, to do more, to step out of the box. And in this 30-day content challenge, like, if people want to go all the way, some people are posting every single day, whether it's a reel, a photo, whatever. But we have a community, we have a space where the ladies are coming together and pushing each other to show up online, to achieve their goals, to step out of the box. Because right now, I gave this example where I said, think about your favorite person that you like to watch. Like, think about the people who you like to watch, you like to consume, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You know, some of the ladies said Tabitha Brown. And we know Tabitha, she does the cooking, she does encouragement, she has all these different things. But the reason most people know Tabitha is because we see her online. She's putting content out consistently. She's showing up. And if God has called you to ministry, business, anything like that, then you have to show up. And if you're someone who's struggling with being consistent, accountability, showing up online, doing your reels, whatever, we have the membership program. It's open right now. You can click the link in the comments on the description box to learn more. But we are in this 30-day content challenge, and we are posting in the group every single day. People are posting their links in the group, and we meet to kind of see what works and what doesn't work, to tweak things and change things. It's going to be so good. We just launched it. So if you want to get in, make sure you sign up and get in there, because we are taking over for the kingdom. We're about to get this work done, and I'm excited. So definitely check it out. If it's for you, pray about it. And I just know that this is where God is leading us in this new season, is more geared towards getting people out there. Just imagine all the people you see just out there, and you know them, but just imagine you are starting to show up more. People are getting to know your name. If you are Jessica Marie, and you start showing up, you start posting your content, you start doing your videos, and people are like, oh, I just love Jessica Marie. I love watching her content. I love her YouTube channel. I love her Instagram. That's the goal, that people get to know you, but they will never get to know you until you show up. So that's what we're doing in our membership program. God is really shifting and changing it. And if you feel it, you know it's for you, click the link, get connected. Like, we're about to do this. But I'm gonna give you number 5. Number 5 is schedule and plan it all out. So basically, we're coming up with a plan right now. So you want to schedule this plan out. This is an action plan. We are doing things, like, we are taking action with this. Come close, please. This is what I do. I'm giving you guys behind the scenes information. Like, this is something that I'll put in my membership program, but I heard the Lord tell me to put this in a video, to post this on my YouTube. So we want to schedule this action plan out. And I wrote it down because this is what I do every single day, every single month, every single week. But I just want to read it the way that I have it. So you want to make sure that you plan each day, week, and month in advance. So what does this mean? Plan each month at the beginning of the month. So you know, you can sit down and have a moment where you plan out each month. I call it a team meeting with God, where you sit down, you look at what you're working on. Just like I said, we're gonna have a vision board party. I know that that's something that I need to plan out, and I need to put in the works. So you want to sit down and plan out each month. What are the priorities for the month? What are the things that you need to work on in this month? Focus on what needs to be done in the month, and do that at the beginning of the month, because then you have an idea of what to focus on. Then you want to plan each week the weekend before. So you want to plan each week the weekend before. And I like to batch create my content, whether either Friday night or Saturday morning, really early Saturday morning. I'll make my videos. I'll batch create the ones that I do have, different cooking videos that I may post. Plan out when it's going to post out, schedule them, you know, if that's what you like to do. But you want to plan each week the week before, like that weekend or that Friday, something like that, Saturday, Sunday. Then you want to plan each day the evening before I end my day, whether it's at night, right after the end of my day. I'm writing down what I need to do the next day. So let's say this video, I'm recording the video right now, but tomorrow I probably need to edit it. So I'll write down in my notes, edit YouTube video, create the reel that goes with the video, things like that. So you want to plan each day the evening before. And when you start to do this, and it's going to take some time for you to get used to it, but I did this when I was in my corporate job. I used to work in corporate and lead high performing teams, and this is how I was able to stay on top of it. I used to lead teams of like 80 employees, and it would be 80 people under me, and I would effortlessly keep up with everything, and it was because of this. So I'm bringing a lot of my corporate leadership knowledge into these videos, and I just wanted to help people stay focused, get the work done, advance the kingdom. This is how to achieve any goal you put your mind to. If you do this, you take notes, you write it down, and you just start to just work on it from 1 to 5, and you start to do this, you're gonna see progress. You're gonna see you start to achieve your goals. You're gonna see your life begins to change. You begin to change. Like, you are going to see it. I guarantee it. So I'm super excited. I pray that this video helps you guys get like an action plan and to start to take action on the things that God is calling you and leading you to do. Like I said, if you feel called to the sound of my voice and you want to join us in the membership program, the link is in the comments or in the description box. We are here. We're ready. The ladies are ready. You know, there's accountability partners are coming soon. Very beginning. Like, we literally are on day 2 tomorrow. So it's very early. You can hop in, you can join us, and it's going to be great. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not. Turn on the notification bell and give this video a like, because I really want to get this video out to as many people as possible. Because just imagine people who are sitting at home struggling right now and they just cannot figure out how to get this done. This video pops up. They are wanting to know how to achieve a goal that God has given them or a vision that he's given them. And this video pops up at the perfect time. So make sure you like this, share this with someone that you may know. And I am excited. I feel good. It's 11. What time is it? It's 11:22 now. So it's 11:22, but the video is done. And I can cross this off of my list, and I can say that I am releasing this video this week, and I'm one step closer to achieving my goal. Because again, I could have just went to sleep and I could have just said, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never happens. And I've been there before where we all say I'm going to do it tomorrow, and tomorrow never happens. But in this season, we don't have time for it. We need to do what God has called us to do, and that is how we're going to see our life begin to transform before our eyes. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.